God talks, let's press for Buhari, what do you ever say?
Buy Punch newspaper so that they can make more money than wrap around that part.
This is the masses paper. Masses paper.
This is paper for the user to do them in the wrap around, bribery, and buy and rich punch.
Yeah. Buy and rich punch.
Buy and rich punch.
Any newspaper the tyrannic government is standing against is actually the
our own
paper
paper,
that the Nigerian people need.
So this is our paper. The paper of the
If
masses.
1 million people can buy a copy of this per day, Punch newspaper will make 200 million. How much would that be? 200 naira. How much is it? 200 naira. So they'll make 200 million naira in 1 day. So they single day.
They don't need
Continue
advance.
to always stand up.
They don't need presidency advance.
That will lead to true independent media. Independence of the media. You don't even need a wrap around adverts. People buy it.
Sowore applauds Punch newspapers over reports. Hear what he said. Presidential candidate of the African Action Congress (AAC) and Sahara Reporters publisher Omoyele Sowore has showered encomium on Punch newspapers over his distinctive style of reporting, in which he termed as conscientious style of reporting. On Thursday, Omoyele Sowore wrote on his verified Facebook account, saying, "Today we decided to buy and read as mobile Punch newspaper and hope at least 1 million Nigerians can purchase a copy of the revolutionary daily paper. The Punch has become the newspaper of the people, and we have a duty to help sustain their conscientious style of reporting. We did this because the Nigerian presidency decided in its pettiness not to place an advert in the Punch because of their uncompromising position on tyranny, free speech and civil rights." In a video available on his Facebook page, he said, "Buy Punch newspaper, buy Punch newspaper." It would be recalled that following DSS invasion of the Federal High Court in a bid to rearrest Omoyele Sowore on December 6, 2019, Punch newspapers in its editorial released on December 10, 2019, titled "Buhari's Lawlessness, Our Stand," said as a symbolic demonstration of our protest against autocracy and military-style repression. Punch. All our print newspapers, The Punch, Saturday Punch, Sunday Punch, Punch Sports Extra, and digital platforms, most especially punchng.com. We henceforth preface Buhari's name with his rank as a military dictator in the 80s, Major General, and refer to his administration as a regime until they purge themselves of their insufferable contempt for the rule of law. Again, despite Sowore's release from detention, Punch newspapers in another editorial titled "Buhari, Upholding the Rule of Law" maintained that the SSS and some presidential aides, by their supercilious statements, appears unrepentant. The Punch will therefore maintain a symbolic protest against state impunity and disregard for the rule of law until more substantial and significant steps are taken to roll back lawlessness and impunity. Our titles will continue to preface the president's name with his rank of Major General, retired, and refer to his administration as a regime. After spending over 125 days in detention, Omoyele Sowore was released on December 24th. Wow. Honestly speaking, that's a good one. As many that are still expecting that maybe Sowore by now he's not going to be saying anything, he's going to go mute, he's going to be intimidated and all of that. I think he has seen enough. He has seen enough. And for those who do not even know that this guy has been on this journey for a very long time, even before when he was nothing, he has been speaking and he has been speaking and he has been speaking. And that was why he said, he went to fortify himself so that he could disrupt the media setting. And that was why he came up with this online thing. And as soon as he came, it was a different ball game entirely. Everybody is now coming on social media, coming on, online newspapers and all of that. It used to be a conventional one. But that being said, He said again that he's going to do the same thing on the political space, and which he's doing. And he has, what the legacy he has left now, or what he has done that people can really go back to and be able to pinpoint. If you are doing the right thing, I think you should just continue doing the right thing, because in no time it will pay off. If it does not pay off immediately, definitely it will pay off. In as much it will pay off, definitely you know that what you are doing, and you have set your conscience. A lot of people might not be on your side. A lot of people might be castigating you. A lot of people will be, throwing words at you. But in as much you know the right thing. And the unfortunate thing is that irrespective of what they are doing to you, you yourself, you know that they are just trying to intimidate you, or they're just trying to to abuse you. But they know within themselves, they know the truth, but they don't have that boldness. They don't have that strength to be able to voice out the truth, because of a lot of sentiments which might be known to them. So in as much you know that what you are doing is the right thing, even people who you think you are fighting for, you are speaking on their behalf, if they don't even know it, with time they will know it. And so at some point everybody will continue to fall in that line, because when you are telling lies, or when you are doing things that is not really favorable to the people, in no time people will get to know. People will get to know, and that same people will come to that realization that, wow, this person has been speaking on my behalf, but I never knew it. Maybe they were being fed with lies and all of that, and they didn't really want to see that a lot of people know the truth, but just because of who is this person that is coming up. So if they don't accept what you are saying, definitely a day will come, they will come to accept that your truth. And I think that's what Sowore is still doing, because he has already studied the Nigerian government. He has studied the politicians, and he has known, their weaknesses and their strength. Now, another thing that the Punch did again, they came out and spoke the truth and stand on the side of the truth, irrespective of anything. People always talk at them, oh, they are, when they see brown envelopes and all of that. But all of those things will not last. Because if you think, oh, you are trying to cover somebody, at the end of the day, the person will still come back to haunt you. But in as much you are, you are supporting somebody who is doing the right thing. And if the person deviates from doing the right thing, you see like, no, I can't just continue with this, because that thing that you are covering, that untrue thing that you are trying to cover, it will come there and haunt you. And everybody, a lot of people applaud these Punch newspapers, but a lot of them, some of their colleagues, coming to say, oh, they are supposed to be neutral, they are not supposed to be on the side of anybody. It's like they are trying to go into politics and all of that. They need to be neutral. And that is one of their jobs that they are doing. And I'm sure they must have done their own research, because it's like they were ready for whatever that might want to come, because they know that the next thing the government will want to do, you want to come after them. And just like we have been seeing, it's like they don't do advertisements again on Punch newspapers and all of that. And that is why this man is coming to say, to project them, to say, Nigerians, you need to be reading all of this, is because some people will like this, you guys, the masses are not ready to speak. You will still go and be complaining, and somebody is speaking on your behalf, and yet you are still castigating that person. And that's why Omoyele Sowore is coming out to say, everybody go and be reading Punch news, because you even get the real thing, they will say the truth, irrespective of who the person is, irrespective of whose horse is God. And that is what he's doing exactly. If they think, oh, they are not going to be advertising on their pages or their platform, good and fine. Nigerians can see patronizing, and they will see get what they need to get. But the fact is that they are saying the truth. A lot of their colleagues might not really agree with that. What are you doing? You are not saying the right thing. You are just on the fence. What exactly are you doing? But some of them really agreed with the position of a Punch, concerning the name they addressed. They say they are going to be addressing the government until they do the needful, until they change their ways, before they will do otherwise too. But in as much you want to continue with all of this, it remains that name remains what it is. Exactly. And let's hear what people are saying here. Someone say the Punch is no more the Punch. And when I read or see some people criticizing Punch for their courage to speak up, I just pity them. You complain bitterly about the state of things, and an organization helps you to say it louder so government can hear you. Yet, all you can say is you don't fight government. Oh my goodness, that you don't fight government. I'm sure you are aware that the owners of Punch are not struggling to eat, send their children to school or pay their rent. They could have said yes to government and made money like others, and that's what this person is saying, and this person is really making sense. It's not saying you're on your own. Someone say, who is even reading newspaper? There is nothing that we didn't see and hear. Those who like reading Punch newspaper should continue, but me, nothing will make me read the paper, because they one they are one more political, they are more political in news, and that's this person's opinion. Why I can't stop loving you, president made. Somebody is commending Sowore for that stand. Sowore, you will still land in prison again. Good. It's like you are on the talk of the politicians. That is why you take it personal. Try and be a good ambassador of Nigeria. If you are going because you should not be involved in politics, imagine what would have been the fate of Dangote making comments on issues every day. You need to criticize the government, but I don't like the manner Punch waded in. Do Punch did the same to other victimized people? So please go ahead and provide the money for the purchase of the newspaper, since you are now the sales manager. Punch does not carry any punch again. Some say the news we hear about Nigeria every day is not encouraging us as youth. How can a democratic setting that the government will be against organizations because it criticizes its activities? I thought that criticizing government would make it stand and will bring out the best from it. I advise this government to learn how to tolerate criticism and look at those areas that are being criticized, which is the right thing. But a lot of people are still under denial. Oh, that who can fight the government? Oh, if Sowore wants to be the sales manager or sales rep of a Punch, you should know, and you should just comparing. Everybody is not the same. If Dangote wants to go that route, good and fine, and a lot of people have reservations concerning him as well. For the fact that you are keeping quiet, things are going on wrong in your country, and you feel that is your own. If you don't want to talk, good and fine. For someone who is talking, good and fine. So everybody is entitled to use their opinion, and you think that you don't want to be saying the truth at the right time, good and fine. You are entitled to your opinion. Nobody is going to force anybody. But one thing that is certain is that in all that will happen in the country, we will all be beneficiaries of all the things that are happening. So it is not going to be only one man's predicaments, or some people just suffer the whole thing. It's going to affect everybody. Talk of security, talk of economy, talk of everything. It will still affect everybody. At the end of the day, those people who are saying otherwise, they will still go back and be complaining. They will be complaining, oh, this country is not working well, this and that. Oh, I'm just stressed. Oh, things are not just working well. Then who are you to blame? Nothing. You are just going to be there, and you will see people who are talking on your behalf, yet you don't want to agree. Of course, everybody, like I believe everybody is entitled to his opinion, but one thing that is common that everybody cannot escape, whatever that is coming out in all the areas, in all the sectors, we will all be beneficiaries of it in one way or the other. If it is good, everybody will benefit. If it is the other way around, everybody will still feel the impact. That is just the way it is. So guys, I would like to hear from you what you think about this. A lot of people have made their submissions, no? But what do you think as a person?